When you move from one country to another, you miss out on that cultural food. And so when people started learning that we are growing some of this produce, it meant a little bit more than just eating a vegetable to them. It connected them to what they grew up eating or what they grew up seeing back in India. It just made it more meaningful for us to grow these foods that have some cultural heritage behind it. Me and my family own or operate Edible Stories Market Garden. It's a small market garden in Hillsboro, Oregon. Both my husband and me just like gardening. We're thinking of what all we should be growing, and of course, you know, we have local farms that have, at that time 10 years ago, were growing what you get in the regular grocery store. But then we said, why don't we try growing something that other people are not growing? And we decided to try growing some vegetables that are used in South Asian cooking. And over time, people started appreciating it. It was something that connected them to their roots. We have families whose children are growing up eating some of these foods, and it just means a lot. I mean, it just is so nice and heartwarming to hear those stories every time.
When my mom goes out, she'll like pick vegetables, different types of Indian vegetables, and she will come back home and she'll cook that, and she'll be talking about how when she was in India, how her mother or her grandmother would cook that, and she would be cooking in the same way. When I hear those stories from her, it kind of makes me feel more connected to her childhood and to India in general.
We grow a lot of greens in addition to some other foods, that crops that are, you know, used in South Asian cooking. And I didn't know this until we started growing out here. Many of these vegetables I had not eaten in India, and I feel like my daughter has eaten way more, tasted way more of these vegetables than I or my husband had when we were in India.
On our farm we grow many different types of vegetables, but a few ones that are most popular is methi. We use it in like bhajis, like my mom cooks it in bhajis, just basically just steaming it and adding some spices like mustard seeds. We also have dudhi, which is a gourd. Many times you just cut it up, like boil it, use it for sambars, which is a type of soup, again with many spices. My least favorite is Karela. It's a bitter gourd. It's extremely bitter. We just like chop it up and fry it, and you either like really like it or really hate it.
We are talking, breathing, thinking about the farm a lot. Though it is very stressful many a times, and having a child, an only child who doesn't have, you know, children to play with, it sometimes is very hard. But at the same time, I think we are just all happy being here and doing what we're doing.
Sometimes I wish that I did live in the suburbs because there would be more kids living around me. Many times when my friends like invite me over to like their house or something, I'll have to stay back home because we have to finish something on the farm. But it's nice living on a farm too because there's more peaceful, more quiet. I get exposed to a lot more nature, different types of plants, animals. I can actually like watch them grow and observe how they're planted, and I could see like where our food comes from and how much work it takes to grow it.
She probably knows a little bit more than her peers about what growing food is, what it takes to grow food. And even though she doesn't realize that now, I think when she grows up, it'll come back to her. And I think all children should be involved in some way. Just a raised bed and tell them this is a little seed and just see what happens. What the seed gives you, the power of seed is just amazing. Just amazing.